lot in the past few weeks. A lot. On so many different subjects, things that I didn't even know existed. But I think what has impacted me the most has probably been acting. Just acting for our directing projects, because we've been acting for each other just to kind of speed up the process, and then acting for our acting class. And I didn't expect it to have that great of an impact on me, just because I'd done some acting in high school and it's fun and whatever, but I'm a director. That's what I do. If you want to be a director, you should absolutely take an acting class. Absolutely, hands down. Directing and acting are like different halves of the same brain. Directing is the analytical side that can kind of observe the whole and really understand what it looks like pieced together and kind of give the little bits of information that the brain needs to solve a problem. And then acting is the living in the moment, the feeling authentically, the imagining beyond the reality to understand the circumstances as it really is purely and communicate that. And you need both. And so if you want to be a director, you should absolutely know how to act. Just like if you're an actor, you should understand directing and what that looks like and what that person is going through, because it really is a partnership. The director is in charge of the emotional state of the actors. Now that doesn't mean that the director tells the actor how to get into character and make sure that they're properly feeling things and all that. No, it means that they protect the situation that the actor is in to help them have the best performance possible. They're guarding that performance. They're making sure that the actors aren't affected by all the things that are going on around them, that they're able to focus and really just have a good experience and trust. Because ultimately, actors are just as insecure as the rest of us, if not more so, and they need to somehow figure out how to be as vulnerable as crying on set or being naked in a bed with a stranger. You don't know. These are really complex and hard situations we're putting them in, and they're agreeing to because they trust us. So at acting class today, we all showed up, and it's week 5, so we're exhausted, and we're sitting in class, and our acting teacher has this wonderful sense of just humanity and kind of how people express emotion. So she walks in and we're all kind of down, and she walks in and she goes, "What's wrong?" We're all just like, it's fine, we're just tired, it's good. She goes, no. This feeling, this sense, this mood is upsetting. We're gonna do something about it. So she didn't just let it go. A lot of professors will walk into a room and they're like, "Oh, you all hate life. That's fine, we're moving on, and we're gonna have an hour lecture where we talk about nothing that matters, and you're gonna be great and take notes the whole time and listen to me drone on about nothing, and it's not gonna help your life or your dreams, and you're just gonna feel worse when you leave my classroom." Not her. She had us get up, do stretches, breathe, give each other shoulder massages, then we pantomimed circus routines, and we did some interpretive danced poems about random old goat men, and it's fine. And by the end of it, we were laughing. And I learned a beautiful lesson that moment that said, you're not gonna work to your best if you're not happy with where you're at in the moment. And it could be the worst job, and you could be exhausted, and you could be tired and cranky, and the people you're working with are horrible. And you have to be there. But you can find a way to understand that moment and take hold of it and just find the best in it. And I think that's what she taught me today, was that things are gonna be hard. And you're gonna not have the time to do the things that you want to do. And you're gonna have to be somewhere because you ultimately want X, Y, and Z. And the steps along the way are challenging and rocky and tiring. And you have to find a way to be okay with the journey and to be pleasant and upbeat, because the other people around you need that too. You're relying on each other to be the best people that you can possibly be in that moment. It's not about being the best person when you win the Oscar. It's about being the best person you can be right now when you're hauling camlock through the rain and the mud, and it's 90% humidity, and you hate everything, and the mosquitoes are eating you alive, and all of that is when you have to be the best person you can be, because ultimately, who you are under the worst circumstances, when you don't feel like being a great, happy, skippy-go-lucky unicorn, that's who you are. And if I learned nothing else at film school, I've learned a lot.